In the book of Corinthians, we find a profound statement about love. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. 1 Corinthians 13:4. This verse, nestled in the heart of the Bible, encapsulates the essence of love in its purest form. It's a powerful testament to the nature of love, calling us not only to experience it but to embody it. Love, as described here, isn't a fleeting emotion or a simple word we toss around. It's an enduring force, a way of life. When we examine this verse closely, it's clear that love is patient. Patience in this context is more than just waiting. It's about enduring, persisting, and standing firm, even when the world around us is in chaos. It's about holding on to hope, even in the face of adversity. And love is kind. Kindness here is not just about being nice. It's about showing empathy, understanding, and compassion. It's about seeing the humanity in others and treating them with respect and dignity. This verse also tells us what love is not. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Love isn't about comparisons or competition. It isn't about puffing ourselves up at the expense of others. It's about humility, generosity, and selflessness. When we truly embody love as described in this verse, we become agents of harmony and peace. We become catalysts for positive change. We become beacons of hope in a world that so desperately needs it. The power of love, as outlined in this verse, can transform our lives and the world around us. It challenges us to rise above our human frailties and to aspire to something greater. It calls us to be better, to do better, and to love better. And so, as we navigate the complexities of life, let this verse serve as a reminder to choose love, to be patient, and to be kind. Because in the end, love is the greatest power we possess. Faith is beautifully captured in the book of Hebrews. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Hebrews 11:1. This verse presents us with a profound understanding of faith. It's not just a belief in things unseen or a way to explain the inexplicable. It's an innate confidence, a compelling force that guides us towards our hopes and dreams. It's the spark that lights the fire of determination, propelling us forward on our journey. When we delve deeper into this verse, we find that faith is a dynamic force, not merely passive acceptance. It's about having the courage to take action, to strive for what we hope for, even when the path is shrouded in uncertainty. It's about holding on to our dreams with tenacity, refusing to let them be extinguished by the gusts of doubt and fear. Consider a seed planted in the ground. We can't see it sprouting roots and reaching towards the sunlight, but we have faith that it will grow. We water it, provide it with sunlight, and care for it, all driven by our faith in its potential to blossom. Similarly, faith in our lives serves as this nurturing force, enabling us to cultivate our dreams and aspirations. Yet faith is also about trust, about surrendering control and believing in a higher power. It's about accepting that we can't see or understand everything, yet choosing to trust in the unseen. It's about recognizing that we are part of a grand design, intricate and beautiful, even when we can't discern the whole picture. Faith, then, is both a guiding light and a comforting blanket. It gives us the courage to venture into the unknown and the peace to accept what we cannot control. It's a testament to our capacity for hope, resilience, and strength. As we face various challenges, may this verse encourage us to keep our faith, to remain confident in our hopes, and to trust in the unseen. Hope is a powerful force, as stated in the book of Romans. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Romans 15:13. Hope, my friends, is not just a simple word. It's a transformative power. It's a beacon in the dark, a compass when we're lost. It's that small voice whispering, "Hold on, better days are coming." It's this transformative power of hope that has been beautifully encapsulated in this verse from the book of Romans. In our journey through life, we often face challenges that seem insurmountable. We become weary and our spirits wane. But the verse reminds us that hope, when combined with trust in God, can fill us with joy and peace. It's not a superficial joy, not a fleeting peace, but a profound sense of tranquility and happiness that resonates deep within us. Imagine a vessel filled to the brim with hope. It's not stagnant but overflowing, spilling into every aspect of our lives. This is the image painted by the verse. When we trust in God, we become that vessel, brimming with hope, radiating joy, and emanating peace. Hope in this sense isn't just a passive concept. It's active, it's dynamic. It's a source of strength and inspiration. It's the fuel that keeps us going, pushing us to strive, to dream, to reach out for what seems impossible. It's the force that propels us forward, even when the road ahead looks daunting. And here's the interesting part. This hope, this joy, this peace, they're not just for us. They're meant to overflow, to touch the lives of those around us, to inspire them, to uplift them, to fill them with the same hope that fills us. In moments of despair, let this verse remind us of the power of hope and the joy and peace it can bring into our lives. So let's hold on to hope. Let's trust in the God of hope, and let's allow our lives to overflow with this powerful force. For in hope, we find not just survival, but true, fulfilling life. Grace is a divine gift, as indicated in the book of Ephesians. For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith, and this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God. Ephesians 2:8. Pause for a moment and let that sink in. What we're talking about here is not just any ordinary gift. It's the kind of gift that has the power to save, to transform, to uplift. It's the kind of gift that comes from a place of deep, unending love. That's what grace is all about. Now, you might be wondering, what's the connection between grace and faith? Well, it's simple, really. Faith is like the hand that receives the gift of grace. Without faith, we are unable to grasp the enormity of this divine gift. It's through faith that we accept grace into our lives, that we allow it to permeate our beings, to change us from the inside out. But let's not forget, it's not just about receiving, it's also about acknowledging the source of this gift. This grace, this divine favor, it doesn't come from us. It's not something we earn or achieve through our own efforts. No, it comes straight from God. It's His gift, freely given, out of His abundant love for us. This is where we see the true beauty of grace. It's a manifestation of God's love and mercy. It's His way of saying, I love you, I forgive you, I accept you, just as you are. That's the power of grace. It's the divine affirmation that we are loved, we are valued, we are cherished by our Creator. Grace is like a beacon of light in the dark, a soothing balm for the weary soul, a lifeline for those drowning in the sea of life. It's the divine assurance that even when we fall, even when we falter, we are not forgotten. We are not abandoned. We are held in the loving embrace of grace. As we reflect on our spiritual journey, let this verse remind us of the gift of grace and the salvation it brings. Humility is a virtue that is often overlooked, yet it holds immense strength. As stated in the book of Proverbs, when pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Proverbs 11:2. Humility, a seemingly simple concept, is a trait that requires immense strength. It is the ability to accept our faults, to recognize our limitations, and to understand that we are no more or less than anyone else. It's a virtue that's easy to admire, but often challenging to practice. Yet it is in this practice that we find its true strength. This verse from Proverbs places humility and pride in stark contrast, highlighting the different paths they lead us down. Pride, when it swells and overflows, can lead to downfall, to disgrace. It blinds us to our faults and separates us from others. It creates a false sense of superiority that obscures the truth of our shared humanity. On the other hand, humility paves the way for wisdom. It opens our minds, allowing us to learn from others and from our own mistakes. It fosters understanding and empathy, helping us to connect with others on a deeper level. It reminds us that we are part of a larger whole, that our actions have repercussions, and that we have a responsibility to conduct ourselves with kindness and respect. This verse is not just a warning against pride, but also an encouragement to cultivate humility. It urges us to embrace humility not as a sign of weakness, but as a source of strength. It guides us to seek wisdom, to strive for understanding, and to value the dignity of every individual. Humility is a journey, a continuous process of self-reflection and growth. It challenges us to question our assumptions, to listen more than we speak, and to put others before ourselves. It calls us to be better, not in comparison to others, but in relation to our own potential. As we strive to become better individuals, let this verse guide us towards humility and wisdom.